shit. Thank you. Thanks, Kevin. Oh shit, the gameplay's off too. Gameplay sound. Whoops. I am tired this morning. But I just got my coffee ready. Let's see here. I just need to pour it. The nice thing about Mario 2 is you don't have to worry about time. Ori Ranshaw has liked the stream. Ori puts ranch on everything. How are you, Tyrone? Thanks for joining, man. Glad to see you are happy the early shows have made a return. There's no way any other character would have been able to do that, grab that many coins. Oh. Hey, thanks for letting me know right away. Rather than like, you know, 2 hours in, you know. Like, hey, capture card's off. Oh, thanks. I've only went through all of Mario 2, the 6 golden coins, and most of Mega Man 2. Hey, yes, thank you. That saves the show. It really does. Goes in that bird and says, "Please, Lord, protect me." Let's see here. You know, for its time, for its time when this game came out, this game most definitely had options on which way to go, which was neat. You know, it's not really open world, you know, like, because there is a set path to go, but it is just not your standard single plane point A to point B platformer. You know, you're not just, you know, and I realize in Mario 2, like, you know, I realize in Mario 2 there's, or let's see here, in Mario 1 there's like pipes you can go down. In Mario 3, I mean, it's no more open world than Mario 3, I'd say. You know, but one of the things that makes it seem a little more laxed is maybe no time limit, you know. So I mean, it definitely gave you a lot more freedom of where to go. Oh shit, that's useless now. But yeah, I mean, for its time, it definitely... Hey, Punk Six, what's going on, man? How are you? For sure. Well, this is not Doki Doki Panic. This is Mario 2. Although every time I play this game, someone does have to mention Doki Doki Panic, but none of us knew what Doki Doki Panic was until, you know, the Angry Video Game Nerd or people like him. And honestly, like, the games still play very differently. There's a warp right there. Shigeru Miyamoto was in charge of both games as well, so it's not like someone just took Mario 2 and took Doki Doki and slapped Mario 2 on it. This was, you know, strategic. Like, Mario 1 was good. What's the lore on that game? On what game? Good morning, Eunice. What's up, Jake? Oh, shit. Okay. Alright, guys. I'll be right back. Hang tight. My kiddo's potty trained. He has to go pee in the potty. I'm not going to tell him no. Hang on. Oh man, things are always so busy, man. Busy, busy, busy morning. What? Here we go. Here we go. You know, John Tucker, also, I think you say that not trying to be rude here at all. I'm just pointing out a pattern that I see. And I think you say that every single time you see me play this game. I'm just pointing out a pattern. Because I think you said that the last time. And that's like the only thing you say, and then you don't say anything else. No. No, get up there. No, you can't come on camera like that. Go ahead and get up on the table. Hang tight, everybody. Shit. That thing was stuck to my head. Thanks for letting me know I was muted. That was weird. I've never seen something get stuck to the head like that in this game. Has anybody else ever seen that? I've never seen that glitch before. I could not get it off of Toad's head, and then it suddenly became a throwable item as soon as I entered the room. Chris Snap, what's going on, buddy? How are you liking Tainted Grail? I need to play that again. I haven't played it in a couple days because it's just been... I've been playing, I've been getting too into the retro stuff that I play. But I need to play that again. That was close. Can you guys hear that lawnmower? Okay, never mind. I am tired this morning. Ooh, okay. There we go. Got it. How's everybody else doing today? Are you feeling the Monday? Not much, just chilling. Can't stop playing it, man. So much fun. It's really good. What's up, Steppenwolf? How you doing, man? Welcome in. Yeah, no, that's for sure, Thomas. That is truly an old saying. Oh shit. Close counted there. That was close. Did that not count? What do cherries do? Good question. After 8 cherries, a star flies up on the screen, and that's how you get a star in OG Mario and Mario 2. And then the no, it's 5 cherries for a star and 8 enemies, unalive 8 enemies to receive a to have a heart fly up on the screen to give you life back. Can you guys hear that lawnmower? There's a lawnmower going outside. Nikki Griffin, welcome in. What's up, Chris Stinger? How you doing? I'll be playing again later. I'm at my mom's right now, about to replace a car battery. Hey, that's nice of you. Always good to help your mom out. You can't hear it? Okay. You can never beat this game? Well, stick around and maybe you'll learn some strategies. As I get hit. I'm trying to get up here. There's a lot of free men you can, or a lot of coins you can get up there and get free men in that door. It's the first plant on the left. And then if you're Toad, you can probably almost get all of them. There's like 9 coins in that room, which is every coin is a possible chance for a free man. Always wait to see if a heart flies up right there. These sand parts are neat. Thanks for letting me know that you couldn't hear it. I'm in for a 6-hour oil pump change once it comes in. Oh, there we go. Sweet. Toad is the fastest one at digging. Personally, I think Toad is the best jumper too. Everybody thinks that, you know, Luigi is the best jumper, but Luigi has the worst gravity out of all of them. Luigi flutters the whole time he jumps, and he may jump long, but realistically that can also get you in just as much trouble. I like Toad's quick fall and his fast gravity. because it makes for quicker platforming. And with Luigi, you have to be more methodical and careful about your movements because you're so floaty. So it's very easy to mess up where you land, I feel like, much more than it is with Toad. With Toad, there's actually less calculation, and it jumps more like a Mega Man. You know how Mega Man jumps, you know, if Mega Man moon jumped, it would be really tough, but it's the fact that Mega Man hops around really quick is what makes, you know, Mega Man so quick. He can slide, he can hop really quick. Well, sure. I mean, that's just my experience with Luigi. But Luigi's jumps are typically a lot slower. Like, he doesn't have that fast, you know, hop like Toad does. But Toad can still jump pretty high when necessary. I did a rewind one time and showed that Luigi only jumps about a block higher than Toad. And the one thing that makes it look so much bigger is the height difference. But yeah, I think Luigi can be played very skillfully. I'm not saying Luigi can't be played skillfully, because he can. Like, people can totally get really freaking good at this game with Luigi and get very pinpoint accurate on where they land with him. That's 100% possible. I am in the minority on the fact that Toad is my favorite character, and most of the time Toad is like the least liked character. People think he's trash, people think he can't jump. What the fuck just happened? Which one of y'all just kicked me? My gosh. I've never seen that before. That was funny. Good morning, janitor man. You're just a doorman. Oh. What's up, the Big D? How are you? I love the Big D. He's a viewer of mine over on Twitch. I don't really love him. I don't know him. I'm just saying, I appreciate that he's here all the time. And I thought it'd be funny to say that. But don't worry, I don't really love you. Everybody loves Princess because she can float, for sure. Princess is great. Her floating ability is awesome. Don't have anything bad to say about it. Motherfucker, no, I wasn't muted on purpose. How long have I been muted? Oh my gosh, I'm so bad about that today. I'm sorry. My name isn't old guy ADD for nothing. It's because I'm fucking forgetful and I have really bad ADD. Like, really bad ADD. Anyway, 5 days. I wish I had a laughy, like, reaction I could do to that comment. That was funny. Five days. About 1 or 2 minutes. Okay, so did you guys hear any of the story about my dad? Kind of wondering why no one was responding to the story. I'm like, oh, I guess no one gives a shit. I'll just keep talking. But anyway. This is a real easy way to get back health if you need it, if you get here on low health, but I didn't mean to do that the second time. I hate how it does that. Why does it do that the third time? Why doesn't it keep shuffling you between them? Anyway. Jack Cedar, take a seat, Jack. You know, when you're not logged into Facebook, Jack, your profile will say Jack's offline. Is that line a 1-900 or a 1-800 number? I'm just kidding, Jack. Welcome in. Am I still muted? What the hell? There we go. Alright. Ori with the lappy faces. I'm 42, so we're both old gamers. My first game was Excitebike. That's nice. Hell yeah, dude. The very first game you played was Excitebike? Kevin Cole said, nah. What's up, Kevin? How you doing? How you doing, Ashley? Welcome in. Ori didn't hear the story. Okay, so here's a story about my dad, okay? So here's once again, here's a story about my dad that's gonna sound kind of hard to believe, but it's real. So my dad and his friend Virgil, or it was my uncle, I forget what, they used to paint cars. They used to paint Corvettes, and different vehicles, conversion vans, whatever the case. And they were doing a pinstripe and like a gold. They were doing like a gold vehicle with a red stripe or a red design on the front of the hood or something. It was a Corvette. And when you paint a pinstripe, you have to, you know, or not a pinstripe, but when you paint like, you know, like a design on a hood, you have to paint that and then tape it off and then paint the rest of the car. Or you can, you know, or you can paint the car and then, you know, paint the design as well. But anyway, so either way, I forget which order they did it in, but it was like, I remember them telling me the story to where it was gold paint and the rest of the car was red. And they had the paint like churning in a dish or something like that, like something to keep the paint stirring, because the paint like thickened up or needed to be stirred the whole time. It needed to be active in order to maintain the consistency for like a spray gun or something like that. I forget how they were doing it. I wasn't alive during this. I've just heard the story and I thought it was funny, so I remember it. But they were painting the car and one of them accidentally hit the high button on the churning mechanism and made it spray paint everywhere. And so they had to wait for all the splashes of paint to dry and then sand the car and then paint the car all over again. I couldn't imagine. I'd be so mad. But anyway, I just thought I'd tell that story for fun. This is a story I remember being told a lot at the Thanksgiving table when I was younger. My dad was always in the garage doing something, or I like being outside doing things when I get the chance. Anybody else enjoy going outside and like mowing the grass or you know, doing things outside? What's up, Ray? How you doing? What's up, Matthew Wynn? How you doing? So the first game you bought. So what was did everybody who has a Nintendo, who had a Nintendo as a kid, was your first game Mario Brothers, or did you get something else? Because I know there was like, obviously there was Mario Duck Hunt, obviously there was Mario Duck Hunt and Track Meet, but then there was also Rob the Robot with Gyromite, and there was also bundles with Tetris. There was a bundle with Tetris and World Cup. Does anybody remember that bundle? Mario Duck Hunt. Okay. Inside the Garage, like Tim the Tool Man Taylor. Yes. You got Mario Duck Hunt, then Excite Bike. So we got Mario Duck Hunt, and then my dad took back the Nintendo and got Mario Duck Hunt and World Class Track Meet. So he came home with the Power Pad. I guess he realized that it wasn't that much more, and yeah, went and bought the Power Pad one, which was neat. So that was really cool. I remember we had a gray gun at first, and then we had the orange gun, and I remember liking the gray one better, the Pew Pew, the Zapper. Did you guys have an orange Zapper, or did you have a gray Zapper? And then the first game we ever got, I've told this story a ton of times, but it was Back to the Future, and it was a game my sister picked out. And then the next game I got to pick out for my birthday, I picked Ninja Gaiden. I went there with full intention to get Ninja Turtles and picked out Ninja Gaiden. Because I was like, I want that game with the ninja on it, standing in front of the building. Like, you don't want Ninja Turtles? No, I want that ninja game. And boy, did I make the right decision, because Ninja Gaiden turned out to be one of the best games that I had ever played. That turned out to be a game that I played for years on my Nintendo. This is not Doki Doki Panic. I realized that Doki Doki Panic was the template for this game. The Doki Doki Panic was lame. But I will say, we've had 2 people mention that now. You're not the first one. So we should now keep a count of how many people say that. There's been 2 people who've said that now. You're inside. You're on the inside joke. I think you also say that every time I play this game too, Patrick. So let's keep a count now. We're at 2. Let's see who else comes in here and says Doki Doki Panic. You guys are all... You guys are all in the game now. And if someone comes in and mentions Doki Doki Panic, they lose the game. My father used to also play sports games, and one he was playing was NHL on the PS2. The computer got a BS score on him, and he just sat there saying, "I'm not mad, I'm not mad, I'm not." Oh man, I got my NES around 5 or 6. It was my uncle's and had like 15 games, including Ninja Gaiden, Mario 1, 2, and 3. Wow, you just got a full package deal, huh? That's crazy. He must have just got the Super Nintendo. Now I have a, well, yeah, the Retro Bat's cool, but like, and you know, I mean, we can all, you know, Retro Bats are awesome. Yeah, I mean, that's always fun. I have a Steam Deck and a modded Xbox and a PlayStation Classic and a Super Console X Pro that have loaded up with games. They're awesome to have. Those are fun. We're talking about memories, not ROMs. But your conversation's been fun so far. You made me laugh earlier with your 5 days comment. That was really funny. Let's see here. I really liked Sports Talk Baseball on Genesis. No, we can't do that, Ori. That's against the rules. I'm Chris Cheney, as I'm the real Cheney. All you other Chris Cheneys are just imitating. So won't the real Chris Cheney please stand up? Good morning to you, Chris Cheney. How are you, buddy? That's so cool, Ray. The best NES game to me was Double Dragon. I do love that game. So, I maybe had like 20 Nintendo games or so when I was a kid, and then all of a sudden, my dad, and people have heard this story before on the channel. If you've been watching my channel long enough, you'll start to recognize my stories after a while. When Super Nintendo came out, I guess it was maybe 1991, suddenly I got a box of games and an extra Nintendo from my cousin. And all of a sudden I had, like, my cousin wanted to get more Super Nintendo games, and so my uncle sold my dad the box of games, and like the box of games at a Nintendo, there had to be 40 games in there, probably 30, and a Nintendo for $100 back in the day. And all of a sudden I had like within a night I had Jaws and Highlight and Castlevania 2 Simon's Quest and Zelda 2 The Adventures of Link and Karnov and Silkworm and Ninja Turtles 3 The Manhattan Project and Pro Wrestling and Ring King and dude, yeah, like just, and Rambo and let's see here, and I had played all these games with him. Like my dad was an electrician as well, and my uncles paid my dad to help them build their houses when I was younger. And so I loved going with my dad because my cousin was there, and we just played on dirt mounds all day. We would climb up dirt mounds and stuff and go play in the, you know, in the dugout basement before the concrete was built. You know, my dad would put a ladder and let me go down there or whatever. But then when the houses were built and the subfloor was in, my dad would hook up a to keep us out of his hair, but he wanted me to go with him. But we would play Nintendo, and he would just run a long orange extension cord, and I would bring my 13-inch TV, and my uncle would bring the Nintendo and all of his games. And you know, we sat there and we got all the way up to Shredder. We got all the way up to the building level in Turtles 3 as kids with no Game Genie. Like, it was Turtles 3: The Manhattan Project, and the level with Slash where you're on a building. That level's really far in the game, and that was really tough as kids, but we made it there. But yeah, dude, I forget all the other games that were in that, you know, long laundry list of games that I had received. But needless to say, it was like one of the coolest moments as a kid to suddenly just get, you know, it was probably 20 games. Oh, Guerrilla War was in there. Let's see, what else was in there? Damn it. Trying to think of what else was in there, but it's hard to think about it right now, but I know there was more. Because we played all of them together, too. But anyway. Those were good memories. And then next I got a Sega shortly after that. I remember I was constantly begging my dad for a Sega or a Super Nintendo, and he finally gave in. Well, it was a Super Nintendo. I was always begging him for a Super Nintendo. But then we went to Target, and I specifically remember it being Target. And we were standing there in front of a Super Nintendo and a Sega. And he said, "Which one do you want? Sonic or Mario?" And right there, I knew I had a choice to make. Like, I had a big choice to make right there. And I totally went with Sonic. I had the option to get a Super Nintendo, but the chance I had to get Sonic finally, I jumped on it. I jumped on the chance to get Sonic, because I'm like, well, I have Mario 3. Mario World is fun, but I want Sonic. Yeah, oh man, that was awesome. And I got Sonic 2, and then my next game was X-Men. And my dad traveled for a living for a hydraulic company. He built, designed, and sold hydraulics. He actually, there is a video that you can watch on YouTube called Everybody Has a Story. James Jones, that's my dad's name. It's on YouTube, it's for anybody to watch. A news company came to my house when I was 16 and interviewed our family. And that video is up there on YouTube for anybody to watch. It's from Fox 2 News. And they explain how my dad built, designed, and sold hydraulics. My dad, he designed the braking system for the Screaming Eagle, that Six Flags. And then he also designed some valve systems for Anheuser-Busch and stuff like that. He traveled a lot, and he would go to pawn shops a lot, and he would come home with games all the time. Like, probably once a month or once every few months, he would come home with a game. Some I vividly remember was, he came home with Turtles Fall, the Foot Clan. He came home with, you know, like, RoboCop one time. But then, one time he came home, I just got my Sega, and I guess the deal was just too good for him to pass up. And suddenly he came home with, and keep in mind, at this point I only had 2 Sega games. I had Sonic 2 and I had X-Men for Sega. And I remember I only had Sonic 2 for like months. For like 3 months, all I had was Sonic 2, and I played the shit out of that game. That's probably why I'm so decent at it, because that's all I had for a while. You know, it's like nowadays kids get a PlayStation 5 or an Xbox, and kids just get Game Pass, and suddenly they have a shit ton of games. Well, when we were kids, we got one game. You know, you got a new game system, you came with that game. That's the game you're playing for the next however many months, unless you were rich. And like, you know, my parents, you know, my mom didn't work, my dad did decent, but at the same time, like, we weren't rich by any means. Rich to me was the kid who had a gas pump in his garage at my school. You know, that was ridiculous. Anyway, so he came home one time with Mortal Kombat, Streets of Rage, and Ninja Turtles: The Hyperstone Heist. I was in hog heaven. What's up, Jody? How are you, buddy? You ready for more GTA tonight? So yeah, suddenly I had I was really hoping it was Street Fighter, but I didn't care. Rich in my day meant you had your own TV in your room. Yeah, but how much older are you than me? Because in the later 80s, that became less of a rich icon. You know, like in the 70s, you're 47. See, those years make a difference. Like when, you know, in the later 80s, it became more regular for people to have TVs in their room. Because I bet you by like 1985 or 87, you probably had a TV in your room by then. Maybe you didn't, you know, but more than likely you probably did by that point, you know. But those extra 4 years do make a difference. Streets of Rage 2 was amazing. I remember I played with all 4 characters in that game. Wow. 97, that's crazy. Yeah, see, my TVs were always hand-me-downs. I had a little pull tab TV. My dad was always a thrift shopper, though. He would probably buy used TVs, I guarantee it, because he would use, I don't know if the thrifty nickel is something that's outside of Missouri, but does anybody here watching know what the thrifty nickel is? That wasn't abnormal, you know. I mean, 2 TVs in a 7-bedroom house. You guys had a 7-bedroom house, but you only had 2 TVs. That's why you couldn't afford TVs, because you had a 7-bedroom house. That's huge. 7-bedroom house? That to me is rich, man. Holy crap. You know, we had a, that's awesome. That's awesome that your dad built the house. That's so cool. Well, you guys were rich with family and your dad was rich with experience, it sounds like. That's amazing. But people back then, I mean, it was a lot, you know, lot less expensive back in the day to do things like that, you know? Like even, you know, even 10 years ago, 12 years ago, houses were way less expensive. Even 5 years ago. But anyway, that's a whole... I can't wait until my kid stops screaming about everything when it comes to playing. They're in the playroom playing right now, and I'm watching him on camera, and he's just screaming because his brother is trying to grab the toy from him. Lucas barely screams anymore, man, but Eli does. Heck yeah, Jody. Damn. I really don't want to do the rest of this world over again, but whatever, let's do it. I'll do one more game over worth. That fucking sucks though. I'll try to get through this as fast as I can here. No, man. This level's such a pain in the ass. There we go. Shit. We gotta get a couple extra free men since I lost a free man right there. Okay, I got another question for you guys. When you were kids, did you watch Nick Arcade or did you watch Video Power? Yeah, I mean, Tim, that pretty much explains it. 7 kids is a lot, you know? Were you the oldest, Tim? One of the oldest? What was Video Power? You had 6 channels? Yeah, I mean, okay, cool, Tim. Yeah, I walked up the hill both ways to work in the snow too. But were you the youngest or the oldest? None of your business. That's fine. I don't want to know about you anyway, Punk Sticks. Sending me weird messages in the middle of the night, fantasizing about our initials. You were a middle child? By the time you were older, did your younger siblings all have TVs? Because that's usually how it is. Like, either, you know, for me, like when I was, my sisters tell me stories. My sister and brothers, like, we only had 1 TV! No TVs in our bedrooms! No? Fair enough. TVs were just more expensive back then, too. You know, TVs are a dime a dozen now. I'm getting frustrated. Just fuck that game for right now. Let's see. What's next? What did I... Oh, Battletoads. Let's continue the frustration. Normally I can beat Mario 2 in about 58 minutes, but today I got frustrated. I just don't feel like doing that much over again. Normally I don't unalive throughout the playthrough, but that's okay. Yeah. Video Power was a very kind of short-lived Nintendo game show with Mike O'Malley. I gotta mow the grass. I gotta mow the grass tonight. Oh, I need to cook myself some eggs after this show and somehow get another little nap in. Even an hour would be nice, you know? You woke up at 1 a.m. and you just stayed up ever since? Or did you have to go to work or something? I guess the corner's not going to work itself, right, Chris? Well, how can I know that without you elaborating, Chris? Gosh darn it. Couldn't get back to sleep. Fair enough. That sucks. Next time, boil some lettuce. Boil some lettuce and drink the water. You'll fall asleep in like 20 minutes. No, it sounds gross. But just do it. Try it next time you can't sleep. Lettuce water. yeah, this one definitely came out first, Jody. Yeah, it actually does work. Lettuce water. I am serious about the lettuce water. Why does boiling lettuce and drinking the water put you to sleep so fast?
The trend of boiling lettuce and drinking the water for sleep relies on the idea that the plant contains compounds that can be sedative, like lactucin and lactocopacrine. However, the scientific evidence supporting this is weak, and the effect on humans is likely minimal.
I mean, I saw a dude do it online and he was tired as fuck. You know that one guy who cooks with the he's always cooking stuff online, and and every time his girlfriend tries something, she acts like she passes out, and the comment section started roasting them for a little while about her passing out. He's the guy who always does like kind of almost half-assed dirty puns. You know what I'm talking about? Anybody know who I'm talking about? I forget the name. Who is the food creator whose wife acts like she's gonna pass out nearly every time she tries something delicious, and the comments started roasting her for it? I'll have to find out who it was. Anyway, yeah, it's worth a shot though. I saw a video where a dude tried it. He's like, ain't no way this works. Ain't no way this works. And then like the next 20 minutes he posted the video and he was like, dude, I cannot stay awake. So I don't know. If they've deemed that it doesn't really, it sort of works, or the evidence is weak, that means there's some evidence. Hey, welcome in. Always enjoy that reaction. The I haven't played this game in so long reaction. Welcome in. I don't know. Try it for yourself next time you can't sleep and let me know if it works. Hell, I'll try it. I should do it. I have some lettuce. I should do it this afternoon. Boil some lettuce. Drink the water. I'm gonna try it for science. I'll make a reel out of it. Seem like those oftentimes do better, so I don't have to sit there for 20 minutes just waiting for the effects. I can, you know, we'll see. Ah, fuck it. Damn it. That was stupid. For science. Well, obviously, I'd rather drink the lettuce water, Quincy. Oh. Quincy is referring to last night how we were talking about common law marriage, you know, prerequisites in different states. Man, what an effort. Sometimes you can get a lot of, god dang it, sometimes you can get a lot of free men on this level. How's the legs this morning, Quincy? Fuck! my butt kicked on this level. Oh gosh, hold on, I'll be right back. My kid always somehow finds the remote and turns the TV up, and suddenly it's blaring Miss Rachel. I definitely got gypped out of my lives there, so I'm just gonna game over and start again. On this level, at least. Revenge. What's up, Joseph Neal? So hey, if everybody who's watching on YouTube can hit the like button, I'd really appreciate that. I see people doing the same shit that I do, and they're barely even talking to their audience. Okay, hold on. I see people playing the same thing that, you know, same type of games that I do, and they're barely talking to their audience, and suddenly they have, you know, freaking 90, 200, 500 people watching. It's like, I don't understand why, you know, I'm doing the same thing, but I can hardly ever hit any algorithm. So if you guys can, hit the like button. I'd really appreciate it. The channel's definitely making enough revenue to where I should be too. I mean, there's almost $2,000 in super chats that have come in this month. So, I mean, like, my channel's definitely, like, getting a lot of donations. And I feel like that should, you know, have some reflection on my algorithm and maybe push me out further, given the fact that, you know, the tube is definitely making revenue off of my stream. Anyway. Thanks for watching. I appreciate you guys. Hey, thank you so much for the dono, dude. Oh my gosh. Blah, 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 blah. Shit! I turned it up so I could hear your dono, so that was actually your fault. I'm just kidding, Ray. Thanks, dude. Quincy, you just reminded me of the Beavis and Butthead episode where it's like, where they call the injury hotline. They're like, hello, I've been injured. Oh, you have? How have you been injured? Yeah, I have a big crack in my butt. Shit! You found the like button. Excellent. It is pretty difficult to find the like button on YouTube if you're not used to it. They don't exactly put it just like right there for you. There's the heart button, of course, but the hearts are not the same thing as a like, but those are nice too. I do appreciate them. Here we go. You just spammed the hearts, the 100s and stuff. Thank you, dude. Okay. This level brought so much gamer rage. Yeah, you have to close out the comments to like, yep. Yep, that's accurate. Alright, here we go. Oh my gosh. Hold on, guys. I can't read comments at all and do this. I am... Oh, you're getting out of here? Okay, take care. Hey, if I miss anybody else, it's not personal. But I can't look away on this. Or give a star screen or anything like that. But I appreciate when those come in, I really do. Thank you so much, Joseph Neal. Or thank you, Ray, I mean... God damn it. I'm just doing terrible now. That was no one's fault. Here we go. Come on now. That thing tries to trick you right there. Thank you. Totally thought I could just jump over it, but nope. Alright. This is the easy one. Oh, I almost jumped. As soon as I jumped, I knew what I did. I have enough patience in me left for one more try, and that's it. You got a case of turbo tunnel syndrome. Crack is what my bone said. Yeah, it did. I don't know what this person is typing, but I'm gonna Google Translate it really quick. Here, hold on just a minute. If you pass, it'll be sweet, is what he's saying. Okay. Morning, Mangelo. I'm not going to Google Translate everything that you say, unfortunately. If you can speak English, I'd please prefer that. But if you can't, then you're still welcome here. Oh, whoops, wrong one. That was funny. You think that's a bot over on YouTube? Or on Facebook? All I went to do was click my mouse real quick to refresh my comments, because for some reason comments aren't refreshing automatically, and I have to press the refresh button on the comment section about every minute, so it's a real pain, honestly. I wish comments would just start refreshing on their own again. Quincy, were you talking about on YouTube? Fuck. This is tough, and I keep looking over at the comments, and that's just enough time for me to fuck up. Like, I glanced at the comments there for 2 seconds. I saw your "this looks hard as shit" comment, and then I died. And that was not your fault, it was my own stupid fault for looking at the comment. But that's funny, that's the comment I died on, was that "this looks hard as shit." Because it is. Hey, there's our life back. Cool. Fuck! Why? Oh, I've beaten the level before. It's just tough, man. It's like fighting Tyson in Mike Tyson's Punch-Out. It's tough. Oh no. It just decided I don't need to go any further. Well then. Fuck you too, game. You remember getting Ghostbusters 2 sound effect keychain from Hardee's just before they pulled it from the market because of the batteries. Interesting. Nice. Tetris will be playing Japanese style today. I like taking the flower. Oh, I like the talking flower, says in Mario Wonder. Focus, take a breath. Yeah, it's funny. What's up, Chris? I just have to put this somewhere. Oh my gosh. Endless big blocks. There we go. We'll get out of this. All we need is a line. Well. Shit. I didn't want to do that, but that was like the best spot to put it. The Tetris World Championship. No, I have not. Sounds neat though. What's up, Sean? How you doing? Oh, that was so close. I'm on every day, Sean. Thanks for joining. I'm on every day, 2 to 3 times a day. Good to have you on the channel. Okay. There we go, that'll work. Oh, shit. Can I get down to ground level? Maybe. Oh, yeah? Well, that's good, Quincy. At least you're getting some exercise in. Nick LaGrassa with 50 stars. Welcome in, dude. Thank you so much for the stars. Angelo with the stars. Thank you so much for the stars. We got a star party going on. Let's not let the star party die. Hey, thank you for that. Let's complete the star party. That'd be amazing. Help complete the star party. Thank you so much, Nick LaGrasso and Angelo.
Let me fix that.
Thank you. Oh my gosh. Who thinks I can get out of this? Who thinks I'm screwed? Thank you so much, you guys. Help complete that star party. Thank you so much, Ori. Thanks so much, Nick. Oh no. I might be screwed now. Oh no, no, I was doing so good. Oh man. I say you're eventually going to lose, and you were right. I thought you were screwed around level 8. Don't call it a comeback. You're welcome, and oh, I guess some other gamer from a social media can do on a live stream for 2 or 3 times a day. I see what you mean. At least I just did once or twice. Let's see here. You did your best. Thank you. Yeah, I think I did pretty good for, you know, situation. That was tough. Let's see here. How long? How far am I in the stream? Hour and 29 minutes in. I haven't gotten to play Tainted Grail, and I won't lie. Every time I switch to that game, the views go. So that's why I haven't been playing it lately, and I really love that game, but I haven't been playing it because the views just plummet when I do play it, unfortunately. So while I do love it, it just doesn't do very well, unfortunately. Late at night it does, but I've also been playing a lot of GTA at night. Here we go. Thank you again, Nick, Angelo, and Ori. Appreciate you guys.
Look, it's Raph. Yeah, a little too Raph.
The lettuce water. I don't think I'm gonna need lettuce water today to fall asleep, but we'll see. I need to try it some night when I am tired, when I am not tired and I can't fall asleep. This is probably the best time for me to try, because right now it's not going to be very conclusive, I think, because I am exhausted already. So, I don't know. I think I need to do like a late night live experiment sometime on a night when I can't sleep. Well, that was shit. Let's try this again, shall we? Well, thank you again for the stars, you guys. Appreciate that. Thank you again for the super chats. This morning has been a little on the slow side, but this month has not been slow by any means. Mulligan. No, today's not my day in retro, man. I've had a rough day, you're right. I'm losing early in Tetris and losing in Battletoads and lost in Mario 2. Day is young. Oh yeah, no, it's fine. I'm not dwelling on it, but Angelo's comment is truthful. Here we go. Definitely gonna need some breakfast. Here we go. Here we go. Who did you play this with the most as a kid? A friend down the street named Tim. The Contra original soundtrack is good, I agree. See if I can redeem this whole day with a Contra run. That was really, really tough to learn how to do that, how to just continuously jump through that part. Here we go. Hey man, want to hear? Oh, hey man, want to hear a funny? Are you trolling now? Didn't you ask the same thing yesterday? Autumn Sprites? Are you starting to become a troll? Oh man, I gotta stretch. It possibly make more coffee. Oh. Oh man. Everybody do a good stretch with me.
Please come down the street, brother, and I endlessly.
Oh man. Thank you so much, Chris. Big deep breath. Feels good to take a big deep breath.
Park grind. Wall climb.
Here we go. Thank you again, Chris. You're awesome, dude. Alright, let's have one. Man, should I save my coffee? I really want another cup of coffee right now. I don't know. Maybe I should have a cup of water. Oh, gosh, water. Oh, it's hard for me to get acclimated back to mornings. Oh, man. Oh, that's good. I love the taste of our stink water. the more tasteless water is, the better. You know what I mean? The less metally flavors, the more, less chlorine flavors. That's the flavor of water, is nothing. Just tasteless liquid that is refreshing. I hate some bottles of water, I must admit. Bottles of water scare me. There are millions and millions of microplastics that go into water from water bottles. So I just drink water from a tap. Here we go. lot of bottled waters are really, really, really high pH levels. Like, have you ever watched the videos, them showing like all the different pH levels of certain bottles of water? I grew up on well water as well. We don't have a well right now, but that's what I grew up on, was well water. And our well actually ran dry after my dad passed away. My mom had to switch over to city water. Matthew, thank you so much.
Coffee time.
Oh, fine. Twist my arm. I'll have another cup of coffee after this. Well water is so good. Oh, yours broke too as a kid. Oh, we had a problem with our well, but it lasted till we were like 30, till I was like 30 something. Anybody have family cats growing up? Thank you so much again, Matthew. We at one point had 6 cats growing up. Thank you so much, Matthew. My parents always seemed to find these cats like around the neighborhood that the neighbors like didn't want or something like that. Like our very first cat was this male cat, and his name was Jody or something like that. Not a bad name, of course, but not a great male cat name. And for some reason, my nephew, well, not for some reason, he couldn't say his K's. And so instead of saying kitty, he was saying city. And that just became the cat's name. We just called him City. And so whenever we switched over to city water, it was a big joke. It's like, oh, it's all your water. It's city's water. City water. Anyway, that was a big joke in the family for a while. It was dumb. But then we had another cat. Our next cat was named Muffin, and that was my sister's ex-boyfriend's cat that he got, and I guess the cat didn't like being left alone all day, and the cat was like peeing on his clothes, and he was going to get rid of the cat. And my parents were like, well, we'll take him. We'll take her. And so then we had Muffin. And then the same boyfriend was working at a gas station, and someone brought him in this little baby, like black and white calico, and my parents decided to take that cat too. And so suddenly we had 3 cats, and this cat, Nopey, we named her Nopey. And I don't know why they named her Nopey, but she just kept saying, I don't know why, but her name was Nopey. And so we had City and Muffin and Nopey. And then after that we got another orange cat we named her Spunky. And then we got a black cat named Salem, of course. That was my neighbor's. Again. That they didn't take care of, and we ended up taking that cat too. And then yeah, Nopey, not gnocchi like a potato, but Nopey like nope, Nopey, you know, Nopey nope, or like Nopey Nationals. Let's see here. And then our last cat was named Peanut, and she was a feral cat that was found in St. Louis that hid under a bed for like the first 4 months that we had her. And then like later on, she became like the loudest purring, most loving, affectionate cat you'd ever have. But the first like few years we had her, she would just take hunks of food and run. Hey, who's all still here on Facebook? Suddenly it went from like 10 people to like nobody to like down to 3. Who's still hanging out on the book right now? Thank you again, Matthew. Can we get a head count? Who's still hanging out? If you're here in the comments, say hello. And if you haven't hit the like button yet on the book, please do. Well, Quincy's good. He's back to typing farts and this and that. That thing almost got me. That's crazy. Forcing monsters to have a heart attack in 8-bit. Or he said, I'm here. Hell yeah. See, look at that. We just popped back up to 5. Oh man. Well, I'm talking about Facebook, not YouTube. Yeah, you see 12 people on YouTube, but I've been addressing Facebook this whole time. Yeah, you can see all 3 here, right? My one lone bot right here. This guy. Thanks for sticking around, you fucking bot. I don't know if there's really anybody over there or not. Alright. Well, since things are slowing down so significantly, I might as well play an hour of Tainted Grail and kind of, you know, just ease back into it. Because it is such a fun game. Chris Knapp was probably here playing that game. Big thanks again, Matthew Byrne. I really appreciate you, dude. There we go. This game is fun. I just haven't played it in a little while. Sometimes when I don't play things for a little while, I have a hard time, like, picking them back up. You know what I mean? Nope. Hey Ray, said Chris. Make some coffee really quick. More coffee. The opening song to this game is really interesting. Can you guys hear the mower now? Alright. Pressing the any button. How funny, Matthew. What was I in the middle of last time? Repairing the village. Alright. That's a healing spell that I have right there that comes in real handy. Alright. Some hot goo. I'll take some hot goo. 2 hot goos. Ugly little bastards. Plays a lot like Oblivion, even in the way that it like levels up. But it's just refreshing to play something that's like Oblivion, but is not Oblivion. Or Skyrim. Alright. We're gonna teleport. To here. Ooh, come on. There we go. Oh man, whatever. There we go. So there is no fast travel on your own, but you can travel from pillars like that. Guy looks like he has to poop. Oh, I need more wood. How much wood do I have? Okay. What's this? Oh, I need 100 wood. Okay. That's what I gotta do now, is I gotta go find more wood. All right. Oh, my character's like Phil's mom right now, just on the search for wood. How much wood do I have now? Do I have a Viagra worth? I have 25. Got wood? You can seem to only chop a little wood in here. Bonjour, Matthew, said Angelo. Searching for a lumberjack. Hopefully I could steal some wood off someone in this game. Maybe I can jack some wood off some... Wait a minute. Bill's mom's log. It's big, it's heavy, it's wood. Oh man, that was it. All right, I gotta find a way to get more wood.
You sure about that?
Salut, Angelo.
It's nice to have a break.
Hello, said Tommy Kerwin.
Who's that?
Two lonely cowgirls on a trail. Oh my gosh. Good game. No death row +1. Thanks, Ori. It's weird. Even when I go to Twitch and comment, it still seems like it only counts as one viewer. Oh, it did go up there. It went up to 2. That's weird though. Who knows? Ori. Oh yeah. I think there's some wood in the front part of this area. That's a technical foul. Go to sleep. You might find your wood when you wake up. Wah, 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 wah. You know that's actually a sign of good health? When you wake up with an old, you know, thing that's elongated.
Please, state your business. A fight to the death. It must be so exciting. I can't believe you actually did it. A blade buried in that giant body. I can only imagine what a sight that was. Here, take your reward. And please accept Camelot's official gratitude. You've truly done a great service for the capital. Go chop off some heads.
That was a lot of XP to get. Okay, I have 43. 43 pieces of wood. game has some interesting things in the distance, like that giant sword. Got him. It's an electric bow, as you can tell. An antler. Alright. There's no wood to chop in there, I know that for sure. We're just on the search for wood to chop right now, that's it. All we're looking for. Ooh, can I hit this guy from here? Oh! Did you just knock him down? Oh, that was awesome. Oh, damn. I got a full draw on that one. You can't just chop down trees, unfortunately, either. Whoa, I like exploded that mofo. Damn. That was awesome. I don't know what I'm going to do with all this monster blood. I'll do something, though.
Oh, some game, huh?
Some game! In a galaxy of video games, there is...
Here we go. What game is this? This is called Tainted Grail, The Fall of Avalon. It is exclusive to PS5 and PC. I got woken up by some kind of howling. Oh, that was an enemy for a minute. That's supposed to be like the ghost of King Arthur, I'm pretty sure, or something like that.
Oi, oi, where do you think you're going? This is my spot. You can, take the other side. Just don't get greedy. What do you think? It's good material. Be a shame to leave it rotting in the ground. Doesn't hurt that it pays well. If the keepers don't catch you. But they're barely around anyway. Aye, it is. So what? It's just stone. Not like I'm chopping up the man himself. Maybe he'd be more respected if his entire bloody kingdom wasn't in a shambles. What kind of king leaves no heir, only to show up now and then, wave his sword and fix nothing? This statue's done more for me and my family than Arthur ever did.
Okay. You bet the toughest enemy is a white rabbit? Is that a Monty Python reference? Sweet. White rabbits are a rare hair. Man. I didn't know I was gonna get crabs when I came into this place. Oh, I don't need the plate. Ooh, a piece of wood. Whiskey, parsley, butter, potatoes, fucking spoon. And I am just emptying out someone's entire, like, freaking food storage. Take your picture too, you bitch. Alright, let's see here. I can just sell all this food that I'm making realistically. Oh, okay. There we go. Now let's go all experimental. Just putting random ingredients together and trying it. No, I don't think I can't throw my weapon, unfortunately. Whoa. A little weird door. I don't know. Maybe that'll be something I have to do later. Oh. So that was... What was the other door in here? Ooh, more stuff. Ooh. Iron ore. Iron ore what? That probably comes in handy. Wish you could chop down trees like you can mine for ore, though. Whoa. Fucking sweet. Alright, fine. There we go. He's running away. There's no running. You can't just decide you don't want to fight anymore as a zombie. Damn.
Run, Forrest, run! Run, Forrest!
That's not creepy. All right. It's a lot harder to find wood to cut in this game than than you would think. Like, you would think I would just be able to go up to a tree and chop it down, but you can't. Okay. Well, let's continue to head to parts of the map that I haven't been to yet. Your favorite Legend of Zelda is Ocarina of Time? That's most people's. That's good. Glad you enjoy it. Ooh, bacon. Crispy bacon. Oh, hi. My summons were like, where'd you go, man? Whoa. That was really cool. The way he was frozen there. Ori! Oh, there could be a wood chopping area in here.
We have company.
These are not friends.
Nice. Will they short working? You're no good.
You're no. Ugh. Ooh, 22 wooden arrows. A firm bow. Nice. No wood. Hang on, everybody. Motherfucker. Thanks, Red. As a dad, I am so busy. I just had to change 3 diapers. And that... Whoa. 3 diapers and get a bottle. And then I had to take a poop. So thanks for waiting. Ooh, fire arrows. Don't want to leave those. Would I rather be stuck in GTA, Sleeping Dogs, or Saints Row? Probably GTA. Living in GTA would be a lot like probably living in the real world, to be honest with you. And there's GTA-like stuff going on every day in the real world. I just don't see it. You know? Man, we were at 9 and 5 when I left, and now we're at 4 across the board, basically. Sometimes going and using the restroom, like, can be the worst thing you do during a stream.
Your money or your life? You'll regret this. You're rodent here. You're no match for our man. You're
Oh, that was awesome.
You're no match for our man. You're no match for our man.
Whoa!
Your gold belongs to us.
That was awesome.
Your gold belongs to us now. This is going to hurt.
Castlevania, Devil May Cry, or Silent Hill? Probably Devil May Cry. Because at least then I would have... maybe, I don't know, maybe Castlevania. What about you guys? Would you rather be stuck in the first option, which was GTA, Saints Row, or Sleeping Dogs? Sleeping Dogs. Did you guys know that Sleeping Dogs is the sequel to True Crime Streets of LA and True Crime Streets of New York? But they couldn't call it that anymore. They lost the license, so they called it Sleeping Dogs. GTA all the way, he says. Whoa. Whoa. Suddenly I got caught up in some kind of crazy mist. Wow. That was nuts. Dude, that was crazy. All of a sudden I couldn't see shit. Oh man, I didn't get one and it told me I was pathetic. Pathetic. Did I only get one shot per day or something? Do you think you need to go? Too much soda? When you gotta go, right? Yeah, that was a great movie. That movie had a ton of up-and-coming actors. Oh shit. He got me. What game is this? This is called Tainted Grail, The Fall of Avalon. Oh man. Well, I tell you what, I got to play this game for an hour and I'm happy about that. So I am going to start playing this game more in the mornings again after retro. Oh man. I'm gonna go ahead and go. I'm gonna take a nap while I can, while two out of three are taking a nap. Lucas is just playing his Switch. He'll play his Switch for a couple hours. And the two littlest ones are sleeping, so I'm gonna get a nap. I need a nap so bad. So I'll be back probably around, I'd say I'd be back around 3, maybe earlier, who knows. So thanks again for watching, everybody. Definitely appreciate it. I'll play more of this game tomorrow, maybe even later today in the afternoon after some retro. But have a good one. Talk to you soon. Take it easy. Thanks for watching. Take care, everybody.